We are getting packed up from last night. We met with Ross, our main man Ross. He's here with us today, and we're going to be hitting some sites over here by Paradise. It's part of the historic campfire that's so famous from a few years ago. But we got this beautiful campsite, beautiful lake in the background. Yeah, start of a good day. Here we are in beautiful Paradise, California. Vets to Drones team has finally paired up with the One Tree Planet folks. We got Ross here, and we're gonna head into the woods and try to tackle this project together.
Hey, good morning. We just stayed last night at this awesome campground. It's Lake Conchao, just outside of Paradise. We got here last night and we're about to visit a few sites that were planted a couple years ago and just collect a lot of drone data and see how the process works.
Well, we just hit our first site near Paradise with old Ross, and we see a familiar sight. A locked gate. So this one's definitely locked. You can't get in. U.S. Forest Service and PG&E. So we've just run into another spot here where we don't have access that's immediately apparent or easy to get to. We hit a gate. We're gonna pop the drone up and we're gonna have a look-see to see what it looks like, because it's basically, we're in a very far corner of our area and it looks like everything is just kind of up into here. So we're gonna do some drone reconnaissance here quick. Of course, it's sort of hard to tell without sort of being there and orienting, but this is our best guess. This hillside looked like the area where our KML was supposed to be. So we kind of pan across it. Of course, you can't see any of the saplings or anything right now. We're just kind of doing reconnaissance, trying to figure out how the heck we're going to get into this area. We didn't end up finding it. Ross is learning the joys of co-location. When you're offline, not anything is ever easy to figure out.
It's very true.
So we're using terrain association. We got a road kind of here. We kind of got an idea. It's like, this is our area, this swath. Somewhere through here. This isn't our area. You can't access it, but somewhere over this, someone replanted some trees. So we just got to a place. I don't know if you can see that. This fence says beware of dogs. The sheriff just went through here. We're gonna play it safe and just not try it. Well, we're struggling to find our way in. However, we have this beautiful scenery. It sort of takes that sting away. We'll figure it out. All right, so we ran into a little situation here with a locked gate, but what we do have, and we've checked out a few other places we can't get access. What we do have is our KML, where I can see that a road intersects the property. So what I'm gonna do is put this up, go over this gate, stay over top of the road, and do a few panoramas just so everybody has an idea of what's going on here. So during our drone reconnaissance right now, just over this hill, we took off, and there's actually, could be legal, who knows what's going on, but there's a grow operation right there. And in Northern California, I don't feel comfortable flying a drone around when there's something like that going on. So we're looking for our best next site to go visit. They're both about an hour away. See what makes more sense. Mission planning.
This one actually...
So we're developing some ideas here as far as like what we're doing for these photos of the geolocated shots. Some of them I've been doing in the mind of just having a data point, taking it straight down and having that, which is valuable in one sense. But in the other sense, Ross, you'd like to do what here with these photos too?
It's helpful to think about being able to identify a landscape marker. So in the background we have this ridge, and thinking back to, hey, in 2 years, 5 years, we're gonna come back, see how much those trees have grown, be able to reference it to a land point. Because when you just look at a photo and it's super close, that's useful to see the tree in detail, but it's not useful for understanding how it fits on a landscape.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see we got this nice line down here. Wouldn't you know it, on our way to our next site. There we go. Oh no, that's definitely locked at the bottom.
I see it now. Damn.
All right, we are entering our zone.
I'm seeing a lot of little trees, to be honest.
Oh yeah, there's tons of
I
trees.
saw a bunch of it.
Oh
yeah.
wow, yeah. Awesome, perfect. Yeah, pull in like right here. Well, you can go a little, let's go a little farther. Let's try and get to the middle of the KML. But, all right, perfect. Here we are, site of the campfire, one of the sites of the campfire, where we are coming to check on some of the reforestation efforts. And what I first see are lots of nice trees. Yeah, they are all over in here. I'm not sure how well they're gonna stand out. Like, so this, we got a lot of pretty tall trees still in the area. Gonna have to take that into account when we do our mission planning, but we're going to be able to get a pretty good map here. Now, as we come through here, you just see they are so regularly spaced, and they're big. They're the biggest ones we've seen since we started this project. All over the place. All right, we actively have 2 drones in the air. Ross has taken this side of the road, and Micah is over here. We're doing lower panoramas of this whole area. We actually have some great access to this place, and it looks like a really good place to do our work. So we're gonna spend some extra time here. You doing it, Ross? How's it feel?
I'm shocked at how comfortable this feels. It's a really weird mix of like comfortable and uncomfortable. Like, it's hard to describe. My stomach feels a little like a knot is in it, but it also feels like I'm just playing a video game and I've done this a million times. And yeah, it's like this strange mix of supernatural and very surreal. It's really fun. It's much smoother than I thought. I'm like going up, I'm going down, I'm turning. I feel I just bumped into something in real life. It's like virtual reality. It's pretty awesome. I think I'm ready for sports mode. Let's try it.
Cool.
Let's try it.
All right, and
Sport mode.
Wow. Okay. Sweet. It's just screaming.
what do you got for battery? Let's speed this up a little bit because I don't want to cut any of Ross's excellent FPV footage short while he figures out how to work this motion controller. But Ross got to see firsthand how this FPV drone is just great for doing these overall site tours. It also has a big wide angle lens and shoots really good video. So you can get a lot more of the landscape in here. And at this particular place, we came across something pretty interesting. Another marijuana grow. This one is fortunately abandoned, so we felt a little more comfortable being up there in the air. But that being said, these things are scary. There's going to be some bad people out there. They're not all abandoned.
Yeah.
So something to think about.
All right, here we are. We're wrapping up our day out here with Ross. We were just kind of like showing. We got a couple of the drones we used on our mission today. These were the workhorses for today. One was capturing panoramas and video content, while the other one was primarily doing all of our mapping stuff.
So yeah, today has been awesome because we were able to try and hit 3 different sites. Something that happens when you're working on national forest land is that gates can be unexpectedly accessible or not accessible. So super educational here for figuring out about site planning and just making sure you can really access the sites. Sometimes you're going real remote places and just figuring out the access points. We ended the day on a really great site. The road came right next to the site. We were able to map almost the entire thing, tons of trees growing, and excited to compare the results because every drone has its strengths and weaknesses. Some are a little bit smaller, less powerful, but a little maybe more nimble. Some you really need to do large scale mapping, and it's been helpful to kind of compare the differences today.
That's right, Ross. And as an interesting side note to our spot right here, we're right next to the campfire of 2018. The campfire is what took out towns like Paradise. It's one of the famous spots that everyone hears about. This is actually kind of ironic. It's the spot that really got me into the industry. This fire created a lot of jobs in the drone industry, and the area of infrastructure inspection. So all the power lines in California are needing to be inspected yearly now, and that's created so many jobs for us.
The campfire in 2018, what ignited it was this old power line that hadn't been inspected in a long time. So caused over 80 deaths, billions of dollars in damage, like just insane. But it was a real wake-up call to the entire industry that, hey, we need annual reporting, maintenance, monitoring. Using drones is one of the most effective ways to do it. So it kind of galvanized this industry. So, I mean, drones are so powerful. It's been really awesome, and learning from Trevor today, who is super knowledgeable, and yeah, I've learned a lot, and it's been cool to be in person, kind of sharing, because like, what exactly are we looking for? This is our first time getting in the field together and kind of learning from each other on how to make this a really powerful program.
And there you have it.
Cool.
So yeah, we got this awesome opportunity. Ross has actually been to this property. This isn't one that we do flying today or doing anything on, but this is a historic property where you can see he actually has historic photos of a bunch of these trees where we can see that they're really taking off and getting bigger. And this site has them just gridded out. You see them all over the place. Yeah. Just because this is one of the most satisfying packs yet, I'm gonna show it off. Everything must have its place. Isn't that right, Lexi? We got her all packed, all tight. One of my favorite things, playing Tetris with the things in the vehicle. It's don't get much better than that. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh. Well, unfortunately, we forgot to say goodbye to Ross, but Ross is gone now, and we are heading from our place here to Chico. And in Chico, we're going to be getting in a hotel for the night. We're going to do some computer stuff because we're getting backed up with data. So, to be continued. And now that we're back at our hotel for the evening, arguably the most important part of this mission, the data handling. So today we have 6 different devices we have to grab stuff off of, not counting Ross's stuff. So I got 3 drones, 2 phones, and then this guy, the GoPro. So it's time to get that stuff going. I'm gonna watch a lot of little green bars move across the screen.